Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Live from the Works and to Streaming Wednesdays. I've just realised my sparkling water is very loud. So I guess this is an ASMR video now. I'm going to pop that over there, maybe it won't be quite so loud. It has made literally no difference. Anyway, welcome everybody. Who we got in the chat room? The DTS Workshops is here, hello. Vicky Lawless is here, hi to you. That's it so far. Hello everybody. Excuse me. I am getting over another cold. Yay. I am having a rotten amount of luck, which means Giratina will be along any minute to shout at me for not doing his lines. Excuse me. I'm fine. It's all good. A bit of water there. There we go. Nice. Okie dokie. So, what are we doing this evening? We're building this. We started it because we built a ramp which attached to my platform. SL is here. Hello to you. So yeah, we're going to be doing that this evening. I thought it's about time Horton got a station building, so we're going to give them a station building. And at that point, that should then enable me to work out where I need to put walls and things on the platform. So I'll probably do that next time. Or something similar. Anyway, yeah, that's my plan. Sorry, I'm feeling a little bit run down and bunged up, so that's why I wanted to do something that maybe wouldn't require much talking. And we'll see how we get on. I don't know. We'll see. Excuse me. Oh dear. How are we all doing, by the way? I hope you're well. I'm doing okay, bar the being snotty and such. Let's see. Nothing important. I need a snappier name for YouTube. SL. Need a snappier name. Something. No. I was trying to think of positive words that begin with L. I could only think of negative ones. I am bad at life. Anyway, let's crack on and do our kit then. I'm going to put the music on, which I'm doing slightly differently today, because I've got this now. It's well, I mean, it is what it is. It's a Pip-Boy from Fallout, but it's got an FM radio built into it, and I have strapped a transmitter to the ceiling. So if I press this button now, music! There we are. Just gonna go in and increase the volume slightly. There we are, that's better. So yeah, slightly neater way of doing music. Or I say neater. Slightly more... What's the word I'm looking for here? Clunky and ridiculous. But, you know, I can live with clunky and ridiculous. And I know what you're thinking, Matthew, what was wrong with just plugging the tablet in? The tablet is not doing so hot, so I need to get words, sentences, I can't do words. Yeah, the tablet is breaking down. I'm gonna have to try and get a new one that has a audio jack on it. So I'm gonna have to do some research. But yeah, in the meantime, this is a good little workaround, and is kind of fits with the theme. Can you all hear that, by the way? It sounds okay to me. Okay, if that's too loud or too quiet, let me know. Anyway, let's flick over to the close-up camera. Pull my microphone down here a bit. If I turn that down a bit and then whack that up a smidge. There we are. There we are. That's okay. Nice. Nice. That sounds okay. Right, cool. Anyway. Um, you can hear it, excellent. I could hear Flying Scotsman pass my house today. Ah, you live between York and Peterborough then. Yes, it is coming to play at Neen Valley. I've got a guard tournament on Saturday, which I'm quite excited about, because it means we get to play with Buckeye couplings, which is a little bit different to how we normally do things. Right. It's cool. Maybe they'll like us when we're tyrants and we rule. There we are, nice. The advantage of this, of course, is I can just go and turn the music on and off at will, like this. Yeah, nice. I like it. Anyway, let's see. Right, so, Wayside Station Kit. Instructions, that's what we want. Right. Make a builder's yard. Yes, let's do that thing. We've still got our builder's yard from previous projects, namely the church and such. Let's pop all the bits somewhere where we can still keep hold of them. There we go. Right, nice. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in here so that we can kind of separate things a little bit, if at all possible. Right, cool. Put this back under here. Card components we'll cut out as and when we need them. Apparently 3 lots of Class 20s are passing through Bletchley on Friday. I did not know that. Do we know what that's in aid of? Are they going down East-West Rail, possibly? No longer SL, I've named myself after my dog, Prince Winston, Prince of Wistonia. I like it. Matt Lines. I am full of cold, so I have not got round to them yet. Just assume it's going to be like a month, and I'll try and get to them sooner if I can. I'm really sorry. Hard to type with pause. I said Gigaratino would be along to shout at me, didn't I? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. There we are. Is that your dog in your profile picture there? Looks like a Labrador or something. It's a really tiny picture, I can't really see. In fact, I'm going to open your channel so I can have a proper look. Greyhound, possibly? Very sweet, anyway. I like Winston. Tell Winston he is a very good boy. Right, here we are. Start with the windows. Start by cutting out all the clear plastic window sections. Can do. And then build the bay windows, because that apparently is the fiddly bit. Okay. But it's better when it doesn't make sense. All the other stuff gets in the way. Right, windows, check. It is indeed. Whippet comes with a blanket accessory. Nice. Okay. Bay window. Just the one bay window, I think. Yeah. Okay, I think I understand where this is going. Okay. Okay. Sorry, just reading through these instructions. Roof sections. Apparently there's printed roofs. That's this bit. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's begin by cutting out all the windows, because that's what it told us to do. So, I am good at following the instructions. Kind of. Here we go. Right then. Are the 20s anything to do with you, Matt? Paraphrasing Matt and Derek. No, not anything to do with me, I'm afraid. Although, how cool would that be if I could plan a train to go past my house? No. Yeah, that's probably a charters thing. Oh. Rory's just stood on the cellar door and given me a heart attack. Oh, dear. Window parts. Here we are. Done. Yeah. Oh. Well, that was amazing. I wasn't expecting that. Right. How many lots of bay windows are there? One. Two. Just the two, I think. Hang on. I was about to say, what have I done with the box? I put the box in the builder's yard area, didn't I? Because I am smart. Here we go. Yes, it is just the two, but apparently we have 3 lots of bay window glass for some reason. I am just not going to question it, and I'm just going to crack on and get it done. Right, here it goes. And then we're going to fit these to their corresponding inner frame pieces, apparently. Here we go. Hello, the Tired Scot. Nice to see you. Oh, I meant to say, I'm really sorry I've not done your thank you video yet for being an associate producer. As I explained to Giratina, I am full of cold today. And prior to that, I've been coughing a lot, and my voice hasn't really recovered from the last cold I had, which is not great. But yeah, so I haven't got around to doing any Dalek-y voices. I will get that done for you. I'm really sorry it's late. Downhill on a push bike. are done. There we are. Windows. Probably ought to get a bit of ramekin out for this bit. There we go. Real window, building A. I think it's these three. Yeah. Cause being outside, little boy. Anybody was sure. I think it's only you and me now. Right, yes, I'm following this now, I think. Building A and those three, and then where's the bay window? That comes up next, and building B in a window. There we go. So it's those three, and then toilet windows fit directly onto the openings in the side walls. Fit them now. Hang on. Ah, that's that bit there. Okay. Yeah, cool. Alright, sweet. Let's get a cutting knife out. Thank you. Monty has been keeping me well stocked with tea. So, yes, I'm all good there. No, I'm fine, actually. I'm very much getting over having had a cold. It's kind of burned through me in the last sort of 48 hours. Yeah, my voice hasn't really been right since Christmas, because, as discussed at the time, I spent so much time running around doing various things to make sure other people had a good Christmas. I forgot to have a break over Christmas. So, I've killed myself. I'm slowing down this year, allegedly. Who am I kidding? Anyway. Right, let's cut out the convenience, first of all. Yeah. There you go. Nice. There we are. It's the lose. That's the first problem dealt with. Oh. Yep. The lose. Monty has made his opinions on coffee known on multiple occasions, and he is not keen on the excuse me, he is not keen on the idea at all. can of WD-40 on the floor. I didn't know I had. This is going well. Right, let's cut out these bits. In the window frames, and another bit here as well. Okay. That's building B. Building A. Go, go, go. That is all of our window frames. Nice. Okay. Put the lid back on the blade so I don't stab myself. Wonder if the commenter ever footed the bill. I can confirm they did not, as it turns out. Excuse me. Even if we don't let go. Right. Begin by sorting out the toilet, I think. Right. Da 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 da. Where's me? Toothpicks gone. There they are. A couple of those. Okay. Right. Here we are. There we go. Paint in either side of the window frame, like so. There we go. Take our window piece, pop it in here like so. There we go, that's one. Oh! Do the other bit. There we are. Move it around a bit. Should it look okay? There we go. Windows fitted. Done. Next job, let's do these ones. Building B in a window. Building A. Building B. There we are. Nice. No, I could have picked it up anywhere. Not being very thoughtful about where I do these things. How is the delicate little flower these days? Oh, Monty is a special flower, and he's good. He's parked just off behind the microphone, actually. Say hi, Monty. Hello? Oh, hello? That's better. Forgot how the ring modulator worked for a second. All my fault, 'cause I was in a stranger's bed. There we go. Building B. There we are. Building a rear window. Way less exciting than the film. What are you talking about, Matt? I don't know. Neither do any of you. Nope. Must be that bit. Oh, the news. It's all kicking off. Dearie me. Don't look at the news, Matthew. It's too depressing. Hi, the Dalek Lord. How are you doing? That is building A. Tick. Building a front window is not that one. That's going to be this one. That makes more sense. And this one. There we are. Gotcha. Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Circa 1986. There we are. That's one. Do this one next. Have I heard of the species the Bane from the Sarah Jane Adventures? Yes, that's like the pilot episode monster, is it? I think so, anyway. There we go. This one left. And then we're going to have a think about the bay windows, I think. Yeah. There we go. So there's a story in the news now that says the BBC are thinking of canning Doctor Who and Ncuti Gatwa's walked away. Now, the source of this story is the Daily Express, so I would treat this news with about as much contempt as I think it deserves, which is all of the contempt. So, just so I know someone's going to ask me about it at some point, and that's my point of view. The Express is sitting on a throne of lies. And, yes. And also, if I see the word woke anywhere in the media again, I'm actually going to scream. Fed up. Anyway, grumpy old man. Right. Right, that's done. What's next? Bay windows. We're going to score the glazing along the dotted lines very lightly with the point of a sharp knife. Can do. Sharp knife, bay window glazing. There we go. And then let's cut out our bay windows from the sheet. You can all go live in the ramekin for the moment because we don't need you for a minute. Or several. I wrote to the BBC when they cancelled Doctor Who back in the day. Got a reply too. They still cancelled it though. Ah, boo, boo. But good on you for trying. It's a shame because some of Sylvester McCoy's era has some of the most brilliant stories. It's got some really cheesy stories as well, but genuinely I think it's one of Classic's era's strongest. I did call Michael Gray stupid. Yeah, fair. Was Michael Gray still around when... I think he's passed away now, but was he still around when Doctor Who came back? Because that had to smart. Well, they did sort of have the Paul McGann attempt of the TV movie, didn't they? That was meant to be like the pilot episode for a series, and then it just never really happened. Because it was not well received, for obvious reasons. Doctor Who, but aimed at American audiences. They're not going to get it. Is the simple answer. They're just not going to get it. Although Paul McGann is freaking ace, so, you know, not going to complain too much. Right. Let's try not to break this while we're popping these pieces out. See you at the reunion. See you at the reunion. See you at the reunion. Oh, I haven't scored the bay windows yet. I can't do anything else until I've done that. Honestly, boy. Get yourself together. Where's my ruler got to? There it is. Tonight I want to stay with you. one. That's two. And I know what you're thinking, Matthew, have you ballsed this up already? And the answer is yes, probably. I hate to say it, I didn't like the music much once they moved away from all the classic squelchy synths. Orchestral stuff reminds me too much of the 60s Peter Cushing films. I think I'm too old and crotchety, perhaps. I can relate to being old and crotchety. Although I suspect I'm probably slightly younger than you are. But I was born old and crotchety, so, you know, I think I can get away with it. But yeah, no, I can relate. I mean, I like Murray Gold's stuff, I'm not going to lie. I think the man is a genius. But I can understand the point of view. I do indeed love all the synthy, squelchy stuff. And of course, yes, Delia Derbyshire, absolute legend. This is partly why when the Cult of Scratchwood returns, there's going to be a slightly synthy new theme tune. Because the next few episodes are kind still comedic, but we're doing some heavy plot stuff in the next few stories, so I felt it needed a darker theme tune. And while I don't mind Shooty's theme, it's not my favourite, but I do like it. It's not my fave, and I don't think it matches the mood of the Dalek stories. So, yeah, the new and improved Cult of Scratchwood title sequence has a much more synthy version called Temporal Concept, which is something that was released relatively recently by a chap called Kay, who I want to say, on YouTube. Go check it out. Temporal Concept is a great theme. It's very synthy and feels very 1980s. I'm like, yeah, I'm all about this. Could even go black and white. I did a black and white episode. The Unearthly Lodger, an Unearthly Lodger, which was released as part of Dark December back in 2023. Oh God, there you go. Right. Da, 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 da. I did think about making the title sequence go black and white. I might do that for one specific episode, because I think that will kind of work with what I'm going for. But new Scratchwood episodes, yes, I actually have stories in mind and ideas and plot threads that have been dangling for well over a decade that I want to resolve. So yeah, the next sort of 4 or 5 episodes in my head are going to tie up some dangling plot lines and things. Not because I want to stop, I hasten to add, just that I think those plot threads have been dangling for far too long and they need to go somewhere, because, you know, otherwise I will feel like a failure. Which is not a new concept for me, to be fair. So yeah. Yes. So that's we're going to tie up some loose ends. We're going to explore some dangling plot lines, and yeah, and then once that storyline's all tied up, I will feel less shackled to the whole. Oh, I made this reference about 9 years ago that I've never done anything with. So yeah, it's going to tie up some loose ends, and then the story can sort of evolve quite naturally from there. But I felt it's time I started tidying up my my legacy a little bit, because it's kind of embarrassing just how many little dangling threads I've seeded throughout my stories over the last decade that just haven't gone anywhere. If you go right back to the early episodes, there's stuff in there that's just I've never done anything with, and I've decided, you know what, I think, you know, I have no excuse. I need to sort this out. So yeah, so some interesting stories coming up, and I won't say anything more because I'm going to spoil it. But it's going to be the next few episodes are going to be full of twists and turns and drama and excitement, and we're tying up plot threads over here. So yeah, little teaser for you there of what may be coming up. this year into next year, maybe into the year after. But yes, definitely. I think I haven't written any of this yet, I hasten to add. I know where I want to go with it. I've got the story in mind. I've got it all worked out in my head. I just need to write the damn thing. But yes, exciting times ahead. So yeah, look forward to that, if that is your cup of tea. Right, fold 2 side sections of the bay windows fully back to loosen the score lines. Fold the top tab and fix the side windows to it. Fit the small pink tab in. Oh, small pink tab. Hang on, I've missed a bit. There they are. Bay inner formers. There we are. I'm watching the Lodger video now. Wonderful Hartnell-esque vibe. That was the idea. That's an idea I had absolutely ages ago, and the 60th anniversary was the perfect opportunity to pull that bad boy out. It's a very silly video for what is not, in my opinion, a good enough payoff joke at the end. But yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah, basically, I set up a gag in the pre-title bit that, in my opinion, does not pay off. Yeah, it's a silly joke, and it made me chuckle, and yeah, I've had that in mind for ages, and 60th anniversary was a good excuse to do it. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Fix the side windows to it. Can do. Right. Small amount of glue necessary. Yeah, with that video, my costume is, if not a complete representation of, is at least loosely inspired by the wonderful Ian Chesterton from the classic series. I've kind of gone for that sort of slightly geography teacher type look. Yeah, it's very much a homage, that episode. It's very much a silly one-off, but I enjoy it. I mean, quite frankly, the favourite thing I produced for that episode was the VHS era Mataf Productions logo, which is just all kinds of wonderful and rather beautiful. Because I remember BBC Video stuff that had that logo, because I grew up watching them as a child. I think we had a VHS of Jack and Nori, the Winnie the Pooh stories, that had that as the intro logo. Might have had other things as well, but I think that's the one I remember it from. Oh yeah, I did a Dimension Diaries episode of this. So I should probably get around to editing and releasing that, shouldn't I? Oh well. Yeah. this is a fiddly one. The world, the world, the world. Oh God. Glue everywhere. No. Come on, get off. It's the Dimension Diaries theme. Good night, the morning. Come on. There we go, right. See if we can get these windows in without trashing the joint too badly. Right. Okay. Dum 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 dum. The instructions were not joking. This is a particularly fiddly part of the kit. How on earth did Derek lean out of the window to get a clear shot? He was on the grassy knoll, obviously. Sorry, was that not clear? go. Come on. Okay. Will this all hold together? I have no idea, but let's give it a go. Bay windows complete, sort of. There we go. Can Monty practice on the current orange buffoon? Did he act alone? I don't know. We'll never find out. The show was cancelled. Yeah, the starting point of that was, right, what if Cult of Scratchwood, but in the 1960s? And what if the reason it was cancelled was because of the John F. Kennedy assassination? And that sort of emerged from there. I'm not sure the joke is good enough that it deserves a whole episode to itself, but I enjoyed it. So, yeah, it's a silly one, that. Right, that's done. Am I happy with those? I'm going to have to be really, aren't I? Because there ain't much I can do about it. Yeah, I'm going to assume that's fine. Right, doorways. Right, 1 second. Bay windows would have helped in the library. Yes, indeed. Right, let's see. There are 4 doorways in the main building. They all fit together in the same way.
I'll do that one first, come back to the others. Yeah. Door first. Here he goes. Yeah. One door. Medium and large. Da, 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 da. There we go, that's one. That's the big one. That's the one. This one. Get the large in as well. Again. One. Door number 2. Oh, sorry about that.
think we should all have voted Dalek Monty would heal the world with endless cups of tea. Indeed, as promised. Right, do excuse me a moment, folks. I'm just going to go wash my hands and sort myself out. I'll be back in a second. I'm back. In response to what you've just said, Vicky, I'm going to say something possibly controversial. It's neither. The worst people, right, in my view, aren't the people who voted for Trump. Because they obviously see something in him that made them think, yeah, that's our guy, that's the guy I want to vote for. Fine. I disagree with you, but fine. The worst group, in my view, in America, are the 1/3 of eligible voters on the voter register. And I'm not talking about the people who are, for various reasons, disenfranchised. I'm talking about the people who are on the electoral roll who didn't turn up on election day. Because they looked at the two candidates and went, they're both as bad as each other. No! Very obviously they were not as bad as each other. There are many reasons that you could go out and put a vote in for either one of them, or the two main candidates, or even an independent candidate. Fine, got no issue with you. People I have the issue with are the 1/3 of Americans who were eligible to vote, who just decided, this ain't my problem. Because you bastards got the world in this mess. Because you couldn't be bothered to turn up. I mean, if you went out and spoilt your ballot, fair play to you. I'm all for that. If you just didn't turn up to the polling booth because you thought they're both bad as each other. No! They're not both as bad as each other. One was demonstratively much worse than the other one. And quite frankly, I don't want to hear a peep out of the people who didn't turn out on election day this year for the next 4 years. Oh, God, this is so dreadful. Yeah, well, you didn't turn up. You could have stopped this. Or, fair play to you, you could have gone out and said, yes, this is what I want to vote for. Orange fascism. That's what I want. I'd have respected you for that. I don't respect you for not turning up. Because you got us in this mess. And it's people like that that are going to get reform strongly elected in this country at the next election. So quite frankly, we are lucky enough to live in a country here in the United Kingdom. I can't speak for America, but in the United Kingdom we are lucky enough to live in a country where we have parliamentary democracy. We rock up, we vote for our MPs, we put the people who we think are best suited for the job into Parliament. Now, you can sit and talk till the cows come home about what constitutes someone who's right for the job. I know what I think, I know what other people think. But it's people looking at all of the available options and deciding, nah, do you know what, I'm just not going to bother. That are going to mean democracy gets taken away from us one day. Happened in Germany. It happened in various countries around the world. And we are not immune from that, as America has proven. It is terrifying, and I am petrified about the next general election in this country, because I think we are going to end up with some people in Parliament who have no business being there, who do not have our best interests in heart, and let's just hope to God that none of them get anywhere near government. Apathy is the enemy of democracy. I agree. But turn up and write Dalek on the ballot paper. I mean, we put Vote Dalek posters up around Rayleigh for a laugh. Yeah, great. I'm all for that. If you rock up and write Vote Dalek on your ballot paper, fair play to you. At least you're bloody taking part. And people have to go through your ballot paper and see the contempt you hold every candidate in. And I'm okay with that. If you just can't be bothered to show up, you have no right to complain about the storm that happens as a result, in my view. If you've done nothing to contribute to it, or to stop it, that's on you. You did amazing. I really wish I could do an FOI request and ask how many people did that. Because I bet there's a considerable number of people who wrote Dalek on the ballot. I know of at least a few people who did it through the YouTube channel. A couple of people I know in real life did it. You absolute nutters. But yeah, I'm all for people doing that. If you look at all of the available options on your ballot paper and you go, nah, none of you, you all suck. Fine. I don't disagree with you. To a point, they do all suck. Not turning up, unforgivable. Especially at this election in America, because what a third of Americans did was decide, look at both options and go, they're as bad as each other. When one was demonstrably worse than the other one, because we'd already had a preview, and now he's back and emboldened. A third of Americans looked at the diet blooming fascism that was put on the... No, not diet fascism, sorry. Literal fascism that was put on the ballot paper in front of them, on the table, and were warned, not very well, admittedly, by the other camp, that this guy is going to destroy our country. He's going to do things that are terrible for a lot of people. A third of Americans went, yeah, you know what? That's my guy. I'm all for that. It's like, do you know what? At least you stand for something. At least you've looked at that and gone, yeah, democracy, screw that, I want this guy. A third of them, on the other hand, looked at the two options and went, nah, I just can't be bothered. I don't want to hear a peep out of those people for the next 4 years, because you did this. If you'd bothered to show up, you could have done something. You could have stopped this. So you ain't got a right to complain. After apathy, a lack of education is also a prerequisite for collapsing things. Absolutely. And this is the problem. You know, we live in an age where information is available at the click of a button. and most of it is bollocks. I've never felt more frightened about the state of politics in the world, and especially in this country, in my entire life than I do at the moment. And this is partly why this is important to me. Vote Dalek is important to me, because when I started it, it was very much a Mickey take of those extreme populist right-wing parties taken to the most absurd possible conclusion. I didn't expect when I started it years ago to get to the point where I could make a video called "We Want Our Country Back" and people would take it seriously. The number of comments I've had to delete on that video because people don't understand that they are the target of the satire is actually obscene. You know, just in case, you know, the literal fascism allegory standing in front of a Union flag was not quite on the nose enough for you. I love Vote Dalek. I adore Vote Dalek. I will do it again at the next election. I'm sure there will be many other things I can take the mickey out of. But the whole point of that series of videos is it is a piss take of these populist right-wing nutters with no clue, nothing to contribute to the conversation other than hatred and bile and, quite frankly, their own blind stupidity. It was always meant to be a parody, right? Because, quite frankly, if you're going to vote for a fascist, vote for a competent one. No, yeah. Oh, honestly. Yeah. Anyway, that went off at a tangent, didn't it? Christ. How many viewers have I lost? Oh, 12. No, joking. There weren't that many to begin with. Yeah. The world's a joke. It's screwed. Yeah. This is why I like model railways. They're uncomplicated. Karen has given up Facebook because of all the hate speech on there. I would delete my Facebook account tomorrow. The only problem is the Nene Valley Railway uses it for most of its communication these days. And given my position as a director of that organisation now, I kind of have no option but to stick with it. But I try not to go on there for any other reason other than to check in with Nene Valley Railway related stuff. Because every time I do, I just get something absurd poured into my eyeballs and it makes me very angry. So, yeah. But Blue Sky is nice. To a point. Yeah. At least I feel like I'm not getting bloody populist garbage beamed into my eyeballs wholesale on Blue Sky. Yeah. I mean, quite frankly, I know about the dangers of living your life in an echo chamber. Thank you. Yeah, I was co-opted initially last summer, and then elected at the AGM officially. And I've been doing that since last August, I think, July or August, around then. I found out that the board had co-opted me the day after the election. Literally, I got a phone call at 9 o'clock in the morning, having only just gone to bed at 6, from the chairman. Telling me they were impressed with my interview and that they wanted to offer me a position. So yeah, I've been doing that for... it would have been 6 months at the beginning of February, so... Yeah, it would have been July. Yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it immensely. But yeah, literally that is the only reason I'm on Facebook anymore, because... it's the only way I can keep a finger on the pulse of what's going on up there some days. Because no one tells me anything. What's that? I'm just a company director. Why do I need to know anything? No, I'm joking. No. But yeah, a lot of the volunteers do a lot of their communication through Facebook, so it's kind of a necessity. And I realise the more I say it, how pathetic an excuse that is. But it's true, and I think this is true of a lot of organisations and people. I didn't realise you were a director of the MVR. Hoping to visit this year once the flying cash cows left. Come for Britannia! Because that's going to be a popular event, and it's not going to be anywhere near as mad as the Flying Scotsman one. Britannia's going to be a good event. That's coming up in March. So yeah, come to Near Valley. It's a nice railway. We have fun. Yeah. Flying Scotsman's great. I'm excited about having it there, but purely it's not my favourite loco. Purely because I don't understand the hype around it. I think there are much more interesting locomotives out there that are preserved, like Britannia, for instance, which don't generate quite the same level of but yeah, no. I don't tend to announce that I'm a director of the MVR because and he says, having just done it on a live stream, yes, I am a director of the railway now, elected officially. Yeah, I'm enjoying it though. It's good. It's nice to be getting involved in the strategic decisions of the organisation and making a difference, because I'm all about that. I want to saw some things I didn't like, wanted to try and change some stuff, so got involved, and now I'm trying to change some stuff. Yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it immensely. Yeah. And this is totally not my pathway to becoming eventually Prime Minister and then dictator for life. No, joking. Christ, can you imagine me in Parliament? Terrifying thought. Anyway, 7,000 is cool. We'll bring a Dalek too. Amazing. Yes, well up for that. Britannia is amazing. Britannia is my favourite. One of my favourite locos. It's my first loco. It's the first loco I stood on the footplate of, so it's very special to me. And I'm doing a couple of turns with it when it comes to Nean Valley. I haven't done a turn behind Britannia before, so yeah, that is exciting for me. Looking forward to it. Anyway, this ramble went on way longer than I intended it to. Yes. Shall we build some more doors? I think we probably should. Here we go. Right. Okay. Doors, 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 doors. What are the scores, George? Doors? I don't know. What am I doing in my life? Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay, glue. door. Oh, come on, behave. Go, it's another one, and one more to go. Medium. It's the medium one, so that goes first. Got a bit of excess glue stuck to the door there. There we are, that's better. Doors, boom, sorted, right. Into the ramekin you go. There we are, right. Building A, folds around the grey inner floor, number 2 on the grey sheet. Right, hold on. That's that bit there. Okay. Dum, 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 dum. go. Nice. Okay. Building A is going to be that bit there. Come on, out you can. Two halves of the back wall meet butt-ended together, fixed at the vertical tab. Keep the floor flat on the base, flush with the wall bottoms. Can do. Right. Fold. Fold. Fold again. Oh, hang on, 1 second. Nice. There we go. Go. Round like so. Nice. Okay. Done. Right, now. Painting glue on the cardboard edge piece here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Da, 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 da. Chimney stack. That should come first, actually. Right, hold on. These is the chimney stack. Number 12.
Ah, that bit there. Okay. I see. Gotcha. Okay. I have done this in the incorrect order, but never mind. All good. Right. Who's still with us? I can see there's two of you. Well done for sticking it out with all the political ranting and general incompetence. Okay. Wrap the large chimney stack around the block. Now, where is the large chimney stack? That's the chimney tops. Large chimney stack. There we are. Okay, right. 3 of us if you include Karen. 4, Monty's just round the corner. I've had a cup of tea and that's helped. Good. Good, good. Tea solves a lot of ills, I find. Winston and Co. just had some crumpets. They're also here watching. Nice. I've got some crumpets upstairs. 3 puddings on a sofa. I love it. There we are. 1 chimney stack. I mainly do Metcalf ones. I have got a couple of other kits in the back pocket for the layout, but yeah, mainly Metcalf stuff I tend to do. Just because they're nice and straightforward to build. I have got a fiddly fence kit that I will probably do off stream because I fear that's going to cause me a lot of swearing. But yeah. In fact, I'll just while we're on this subject, I'm sure there'll be people watching this that have seen this already and are thinking, oh no, he's going to do us a tour of the model railway again. Ugh. But no, this is fine. Okay. There we are. Hang on, I haven't got VCam open. I need that. There we go. Use new camera. Yes, okay. Here we are. Right, so this is the layout. So the engine shed down here, that's a Metcalf kit. The church is a Metcalf kit. The signal box also a Metcalf kit. And there's a little signal box and a shed back here as well. They're also Metcalf. These are, I think they're all Hornby, their N-gauge range, I forget what it was called. And then there's various other bits and bobs here as well. And the station platform here is also a Metcalf kit. But yeah, so this is broadly what it's all going towards. So the station building obviously going to sit here. I want to run a fence around the railway line itself. And I've got a kit that I got for Christmas. It might be in here actually, hang on. 1 second. Here it is, here we are. It's basically a wire fencing kit, so it's got really thin strips of wire and lots of little fence posts, which if I just go in real close there, you can broadly see what I'm getting at. So yeah, they'll all live in there. I've got this Metcalf greenhouse here, which is absolutely glorious. I think there's some broccoli and cauliflowers in there. Some apple trees, tiny tomato plants, which I adore, and various other bits and bobs in there for making things. There's a brick wall kit around somewhere, because what I'm going to do eventually is build little garden walls at the back of this row of terraces, and then the plants and things are going to sit in there behind the houses. I need to work out what order things are going to go in though, because it's all a bit higgledy-piggledy at the moment on the layout. I've got a rough idea of where I want everything to go, but I need to work out the sizes, because I think there's not really room at the back there for all of the veg patches and things, so I'm thinking I might bring the houses and things forward just a smidge and have a bit more room at the back, and then a wall running along the line of the siding there. But yes, oh, that little shed there was a Metcalf kit as well, just down there. I keep finding kits that I've made that aren't on the layout. But yes, that fence looks very fiddly. Yes, indeed. I hate model building model signals. The Hornby ones though are too chunky for me. I've not built any model signals. I have got some signals, which I haven't put out on the layout because I don't think it's entirely necessary to have them just at the moment. They're these. Here we are. So these sort of would get gifted to me by well, they were a Christmas present from my Uncle Dave. They're just sort of got little bits of blue tack on at the moment, and they're nice little signals, but I've not got them sort of permanently fitted to the layout or anything, because I can't work out how they go. I mean, you want a platform starter, so I'll probably have one on the end of the platform, and then maybe one a bit further around the layout there, and then one just sort of to hold traffic at the back of the layout, and just maybe stick that in there. But I think I'll probably break the base off I say break, I mean cut the base very carefully, and then drill a little hole and pop the signals in there, and just leave them in the lower quadrant clear position, because they do move up and down. You can sort of hold them in the danger position, but yeah, I'll probably just leave them all clear all of the time. But yeah, they're nice little signals. I just haven't got around to putting them on the layout because I haven't quite decided how I want the signalling to look. But I think that's probably going to be a platform starter at the clockwise end of the station, actually on the platform, and then the other two various places around the layout. But yes, signals, love a signal, but don't have the patience to build my own. There's little people here as well, that I will put out at some point. There's some station stuff there, which are 1940s and 50s, but I think I will get away with it with these. I think there's a guard there, some porters, and various other jobs, so they're going to be on there, and some 60s and 70s standing station passengers, which again I'm probably going to stick onto the platform at some point. There's a few figures on the layout already, which you probably saw. They're just sort of placed there at the moment because I want the option of moving things around. Yeah, a few vehicles and things, including a DeLorean, which looks completely anachronistic, and that's by design. So, yeah. Anyway. So, model kit stuff. Right, I could glue the windows in before we do much else. Building a... here we are. Fit the 3 windows so they're sitting down on the base card, then slide them into position. Fit the gable windows first. Can do. Hold on. Building A. Right. And then it's all about fitting beams and spacers and things for canopies and the like, which I think we will get to next week. What about a TARDIS? There is a TARDIS on there at the end of the parade of shops. There is a TARDIS part there, and there is a what it appears to be a couple sort of marks in there. I'm just going to grab that. Bought that Wiz Beach coat you found. We'll be putting pasture on it. Is it in good nick? Because I know the listing said it was damaged. So I hope they're all right. Yeah. There's this what I assume is supposed to be a romantic couple little figure set, but I think they kind of work as a doctor companion type model, so they're sort of perched outside of the TARDIS. Maybe Colin Baker and Perry, I thought, but slightly muted colour on their Colin's coat. I don't know. Anyway, they sort of hang out by the TARDIS, and here is the TARDIS, which doesn't want to play ball by focusing, but yes, there we go, TARDIS. And then, for those who are interested, tiny DeLorean time machine that is completely anachronistic for the era of the layout I'm building, but that's by design. I wanted to have a DeLorean on there, so I thought, get a time machine. Put the time machine on there, job done. It's parked around the back of the pub, because I figure that's nice and out of the way and no one will see it there. My other thought was put it at the other end of the terraces, which I might do, but again, like I said, I want things to be able to be moved around. I ideally. So, and I've got this guy here as well, who could be Marty McFly if you don't look too closely. So that's sort of the thing I was going for. Darn it. Hang on, I need my tweezers. How about a very tiny hoverboard propped against it? That would probably be really easy to do. I just need a bit of pink card. I am not against that idea at all. That sounds amazing. Oh no! Ah! I've lost him! He's dropped on the floor! No! Come back, where have you gone? Ah! No! Damn it! Hang on, slight panic. Bear with. There he is. Very nearly ended up in the sump. That's a bit awkward. Oh dear. Right. There we are. Phew! Crisis averted. Just. Bloody hell. What this did prove is I need to get the Hoover out, because there's just lots of little bits under this desk. There we are. Right. This is the one thing I don't like about Engage. Everything is far too small, so you can't bloody see it. Don't sneeze. Weirdly, I've managed to not do that yet. Okay, I think we've run out of time. I've got an early start in the morning, so I think we'll come back to Windows at another point in time. Hang on a minute. Just realised the camera has gone into low light mode again, which is not terribly helpful. Pop the music off. There we go. I will see about sourcing a new tablet at some point, so I can do music properly again. But that was quite nice. Yeah, it's a novelty. But I do need to sort out a more permanent music solution as well, so it doesn't stop breaking. Right. Okay. Right. At least you don't have carpet on your floor. My train room does, and I can't tell you how many screws I've lost in it. You need a little magnet. That's what you need. Oh dear. Good to see you, by the way, Ravenhawk. Right, this is all waste, so that can all go in the under the desk bin. Sorted. Boom. What's even in here?
Just random detritus, nothing exciting. Oh dear. Right. Next time we'll come back and carry on with that building, because I've enjoyed that. It's I think we've got most of the really fiddly bits out of the way early on, which is always nice. So we will come back and keep working on that at some point. Not sure what we're going to do next week. Might be doing that. Might do something else. Might be back over on the gaming channel doing Prisoner of War, because I enjoyed that. But thanks for coming, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our silly little stream. Everyone's piling back in now for the closing statement. Oh dear. Anyway. Hope you all enjoyed that. Have a fantastic week. Try not to get too petrified by the news, because it is... yeah. Cool. I'm going to go. Have a fantastic week. Much love to all of you. I'll see you again very, very soon indeed. Love you guys. Bye! Well, that was not the right title sequence. Hang on just a second. Before we finish up, something's gone very wrong there. Bear with me, 2 ticks. Because that is not correct at all. That was the opening titles, not the closing titles. So, first of all, failure bell. Right, let's go back into here. Because I insist on doing this properly, damn it. Okay, let's see. Let me just fade that out temporarily. Just make sure this is the... That is the correct one. Okay, sweet, cool. Open that, and okay. And... Right, that should now work. Okay, attempt number 2 at this. Love you guys. Bye! That's better. Night, everybody.